Today we are, have the privilege of having His Grace Kanai Thakur Prabhu, and he is a leading ISKCON BEC as Temple President in Pune. He is part of the senior management in ISKCON Madhuvan, Chhatrapati, Shambhaji Nagar, and ISKCON camp in Pune. So Prabhu did a lot of talks in corporates as well as in IITs. They are all prominent colleges in India, engineering colleges and MBA. So Prabhu is also by profession, he's an MBA graduate. And more than anything, Prabhu has a lot of humor. He brings a lot of humor, and he distills the very complex subject matter of bhakti into a way that is understandable, and he connects very easily with the audience. His question and answers, I always feel, this is I'm telling from my heart, before somebody asks question, Prabhu has an answer. He's that quick with answers. So by the time the people are finishing the question itself, Prabhu has such a profound answer, which is complete and full, and it satisfies all of us. So let's take the advantage. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for coming. And we request you to please make ISV as your orbit. You will travel a lot, but please keep us. Yeah, thank you so much. We are so fortunate here. So let's welcome Prabhu in our ISV style by saying Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol.
Can I get kirtans? We can sing Jai Radha Madhav. Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Gopi Jana Vallabha Giri Vardhavati Gopi Jana Vallabha Giri Vardhavati Yasoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yasoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachavati Yamuna Tira वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीर वनचारी यमुना तीर वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमा ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामीन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनामिने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम Ram Ram Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim. Yat kripaha tamaham vande Shri Guru Deenatarinam. Hare Krishna. I would like to welcome all of you for this Sunday post afternoon or evening, post afternoon Sunday feast program. I'm very happy to be with all of you once again. Just now, when I was coming in the car, I got a call from the temple to ask for the topic. What is going to be the topic for the talk today? So I answered clues to become dear to Krishna. Okay, how do you become dear to Krishna? And then I thought I will tell the topic. I'll translate the topic in Hindi. But before I could do that, the call was cut. That means भगवान को कैसे प्यारे हो जाते हैं. भगवान को प्यारे हो जाओ. How do you become dear to Krishna? Right? I just hope they will not type it in Hindi now. The topic was in the ISV Sunday feast. It was discussed. भगवान को प्यारे कैसे होते हैं? How do you become dear to Krishna? So we'll see some. So I have chosen a verse from Kunti Maharani's section prayer. Kunti Maharani is offering these wonderful prayers to Krishna after the battle is over and things in Kurukshetra are settled, things in Hastinapur are settled, and Krishna is about to leave for Dwarka. At that time, Kunti is Krishna's aunt, and she is offering these wonderful prayers to stop Krishna. Please don't go, don't leave us now. We need you all the more. And in those prayers, one of the reflections that she shares is when she was present in Vrindavan on the Deepavali day and she saw something, right? She saw one beautiful Leela that Krishna did. What was the Leela on Deepavali day? The Damodar Leela happened on the Deepavali day. And Kunti was present there. And she observed herself what was going on there. So that's the verse. Can we display the verse? And all of you, what to say, all of you, आपके बच्चे भी बहुत होशियार हैं verses में. All the kids coming to me in ISV, they come and they recite all Kunti Maharani verses are like very, dear to all of you. Vaishika Maharaj has made all of you memorize it. And everyone knows them by heart. Okay, let us recite. Gopya dade tvai krita gasidam tava Yate dashashru kalilan jan sambhramaksham Vaktram nineya bhaya bhavanaya sthitasya Samam vimohayati bhir apiyad bhibeti Gopya dade tvai krita gasidam tava Yate dashashru kalilang janasambhramaksham Vaktram nineya bhaya bhavanaya sthitasya Samam vimohayati bhir apiyad bhibeti. Anybody would like to recite? Please make an attempt. If you would like to recite, please try.
Yate dashashru kalilanjana sambhramaksham Vaktram nineya bhaya bhavanaya sthitasya Samam vimohayati bhirapi yadbhibeti.
वक्त्रं निनीय भयभावनया स्थितस्य समां विमोहयति भीरपि यद्बिभेति.
Amongst the ladies, anybody?
गोप्यादते त्वयि कृतगासिदाम तावन् यते ददश्रुकलि कलिलञ्जनसम्भ्रमाक्षम् वक्त्रं निनीय भयभावनाय स्थितस्य समां विमोहयति भीरपि यद्बिभेति.
गोप्यादते त्वयि कृतगासिदाम तावत् याते दशाश्रू कलयाञ्जनसम्भ्रमाक्षम् वक्त्रं निनीय भयभावनाय स्थितस्य सा मां विमोहयति भीरपि यद्बिभेति.
I'll read the translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. My dear Krishna, Yasoda took up a rope to bind you when you committed an offense, and your perturbed eyes overflooded with tears, which washed the mascara from your eyes, and you are afraid, though fear personified is afraid of you. This sight is bewildering to me. Purport. Here is another example of the bewilderment created by the pastimes of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is the Supreme in all circumstances, as already explained. Here is a specific example of the Lord's being the Supreme and at the same time a plaything in the presence of His pure devotee. The Lord's pure devotee renders service unto the Lord out of unalloyed love only. And while discharging such devotional service, the pure devotee forgets the position of the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord also accepts the loving service of His devotees more relishably when the service is rendered spontaneously out of pure affection, without anything of reverential admiration. Generally, the Lord is worshipped by the devotees in a reverential attitude, but the Lord is meticulously pleased when the devotee, out of pure affection and love, considers the Lord to be less important than himself. The Lord's pastimes in the original abode of Goloka Vrindavan are exchanged in that spirit. The friends of Krishna consider him one of them. They do not consider him to be of reverential importance. The parents of the Lord, who are all pure devotees, consider him a child only. The Lord accepts the chastisements of the parents more cheerfully than the prayers of the Vedic hymns. Similarly, He accepts the reproaches of His fiancés more palatably than the Vedic hymns. When Lord Krishna was present in this material world to manifest His eternal pastimes of the transcendental realm of Goloka Vrindavan, as an attraction for the people in general, He displayed a unique picture of subordination before His foster mother Yasoda. The Lord, in His naturally childish, playful activities, used to spoil the stock butter of Mother Yasoda by breaking the pots and distributing the contents to His friends and playmates, including the celebrated monkeys of Vrindavan, who took advantage of the Lord's munificence. Mother Yasoda saw this, and out of her pure love, she wanted to make a show of punishment for her transcendental child. She took a rope and threatened the Lord that she would tie him up, as is generally done in the ordinary household. Seeing the rope in the hands of Mother Yasoda, the Lord bowed down His head and began to weep just like a child, and tears rolled down His cheeks. washing off the black ointment smeared about his beautiful eyes. This picture of the Lord is adored by Kunti Devi because she is conscious of the Lord's supreme position. He is feared often by fear personified, yet he is afraid of his mother, who wanted to punish him just in an ordinary manner. Kunti was conscious of the exalted position of Krishna, whereas Yasoda was not. Therefore, Yashoda's position was more exalted than Kunti's. Mother Yasoda got the Lord as her child, and the Lord made her forget altogether that her child was the Lord himself. If Mother Yasoda had been conscious of the exalted position of the Lord, she would certainly have hesitated to punish the Lord. But she was made to forget this situation because the Lord wanted to make a complete gesture of childishness before the affectionate Yasoda. This exchange of love between the mother and the son was performed in a natural way. And Kunti, remembering the scene, was bewildered. And she could do nothing but praise the transcendental maternal and filial love. Indirectly, Mother Yasoda is praised for her unique position of love, for she could control even the all-powerful Lord as her beloved child. Okay. So, Kunti Maharani, she is remembering and recollecting and reflecting what she saw on that Deepavali morning. What she saw was somebody, so it's saying, and you were afraid, though fear personified is afraid of you. What was Krishna afraid of? Of Mother Yasoda? No. He was the one who broke the pot. He knew mother will come back and she will see everything. Right? He was not fearful of Mother Yasoda. Krishna was fearful of the small stick. And Krishna time and again repeats, Mama, please drop that stick. No matter what you want to do with me, you do. Please, not this stick. Don't bring this stick in between you and me. This stick puts me into such fear. Right? So, this beautiful exchange Krishna does with his Vrindavan devotees, with his pure devotees, with his loving devotees. And when we are practicing devotees, sometimes we may feel, will I ever become like that? Will I ever become a devotee of that grade, that level, where I will be able to exchange this level of love with Krishna? You find Shukdev Goswami is supposed to narrate Bhagavatam. But sometimes Shukdev Goswami in the Bhagavatam, rather than being a narrator, he starts offering prayers to the pastime. You'll find he in between will chastise Indra. What is Indra doing? He should not do this. Man, wait, you're a narrator. But he cannot stop himself, right? So you find he at one place says, Yasoda cha Mahabhaga. What fortunate personality is this Yasoda? She could feed Krishna. What a personality. Prabodhan Saraswati, this Acharya says, I don't study scriptures. I don't study Mahabharata, Vedas, Upanishad. I don't want to waste time in all this. I worship, he says, Nanda Maharaj. Why? Nanda, he says, Purna Brahma, Krishna, he is playing in the courtyard of his house. What fortunate is this devotee? I better worship Nanda Maharaj. And actually, you find Rupa Goswami telling us, after sadhana bhakti is the raganuga bhakti, where one practices under, like taking inspiration from a Vrindavan devotee, a Braja devotee. In that mood, one practices bhakti. So today we'll discuss, I said the topic is how to become dear to Krishna, right? And how to follow in the footsteps. How do I will I get to follow in the footsteps of these great devotees? So you find in the scriptures there are extremes. There is one Ravana, right? And there is one Hanuman. Now Hanuman is a great devotee and Ravana is the demon. Now if I look at myself, I cannot fall as bad as Ravana no matter how much I try. I cannot become Ravana. And looking at Hanuman, it's a dream come true if it will ever happen, that level of devotion. One time, so how many of you have taken darshan of Hanuman in the temples? You've taken darshan? Hanuman is which color? Orange. Don't look at me now. Oh, ये भी तो orange है. Nothing, no devotion like Hanuman here, only cloth. Don't worry. So now you take darshan of Hanuman like this. Sometimes we should feel, na? Why? Why orange like this? Hanuman in the serials, everywhere shown like a Vanara. Why whole thing orange? One time when Mother Sita was in front of a dressing table and she was dressing herself, right? She put a little sindoor on her forehead and Hanuman saw it. And Hanuman couldn't make out anything. So he asked Sita, what is this? Why have you put this orange thing here? And Sita said, what do I tell this Vanara now? And more than that, he's a brahmachari. What do I tell him? What will he understand? And all that Mother Sita said was, see, if I put this, no, Lord Ram is very pleased when I apply this sindoor. So Hanuman thought, oh really? Lord Ram is pleased if you put this? And Hanuman jumped out of the window and straight to the market. And what did he do? He went to the market where there was a shop where this guy was selling sindoor in a big sack. And Hanuman went and without taking any permissions, he just put his hand in and applied that saffron color all around him. And he's coming back into Ayodhya and the palace, and everybody, oh, what has happened to this Hanuman? Why is he done this? And when Sita saw him, and Sita asked, Hanuman, what is this? Why did you do this? And Hanuman's answer was, if putting this much can, please Lord Ram, I just thought if I apply all around, how much Lord Ram will be pleased? Think of Hanuman like a devotee. Only, what is this devotee thinking? Pleasure of Lord Ram, not my pleasure. Whatever pleases Lord Ram. So, in the spectrum between Ravana and Hanuman, where are we? We are not like Ravanas, and Hanuman could be a dream. Oh, what devotion! To have a devotion like Hanuman. Like any sphere of life, we look up to the heroes. Wow. They are like in cricket. I'm coming from India. So in cricket, every kid will buy a bat, a ball, and play, and then have pictures all around on the mobile phone, on the wall. That's my hero. I want to play like that. So in devotional service also, we could have heroes, right? And these heroes are the great devotees of the Lord. Our aspiration should be, I want to reach there. I also want to have this kind of devotion. Like Kunti Maharani, standing in front of Krishna, but she's thinking of Yasoda. Oh, Yasoda is so fortunate. This pastime happened between you and Yasoda. I still remember, I can recollect. Right? So as devotees, we practice, the devotional services that we have, but those same devotional services in the mood that these great devotees exchange with Krishna, and Krishna is so eager to be with these devotees. Our aspiration should be, can I ever become like that? So between Hanuman and Ravan, we are somewhere between on the scale. Right? So our situation is what? Our situation is like Arjuna of the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Quite bewildered. Quite bewildered. Right? Yes, Krishna is there in front of me. I know what is my duty, and yet I am not able to function. What should I do? What should I not do? But we should not remain to the point of Arjuna of the first chapter. Srila Prabhupada says in the 10th chapter, this is now Arjuna has accepted what Krishna is saying. So we should at least want to be the Arjuna where I am convinced of devotional service. My position as being servant of Krishna, as a part and parcel of Krishna, meant to give service and pleasure to Krishna. Right? Now from this point onwards, we make further progress to becoming a pure devotee of Krishna. So if we want to become dear to Krishna, how do we do that? So Srila Prabhupada says, we have to see, between me and Krishna, there is a relationship, right? There is love, right? There is an affair, but it's a one-sided affair now. Affair is going on from which side? Our side? No. No. From Krishna's side. Krishna never forgot us, we forgot Krishna. Krishna didn't stop providing for us, we stopped service to Krishna. Right? Krishna is always sitting in our heart as Paramatma. He didn't leave us. We were the ones all these lifetimes have been saying, I don't want God. I want to go on my own. Right? So between me and Krishna, one-sided affair is going on. From Krishna's side, not my side. I am making an attempt to go closer to Krishna. Once again, understand Krishna. Once again, love Krishna. I want to do that. So, Krishna says, Mamai Vamsho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha Manah Shashthani Indriyani Prakriti Sthani Karshati. I am eternal, part and parcel of Krishna. Mamai Amsha. So Srila Prabhupada say, the part is meant to serve the whole. Just like the hand is part of the body. The hand is meant to serve the body. The hand cannot go, independent. If independently this hand goes away from the body, nobody even would like to see that hand. Like if I ask anybody amongst you to do a handshake, right? You will come forward and do a handshake. But if I cut this hand off and keep it on this table, anybody would like to do a handshake then? No, not this hand at least. Right? Why? This hand has gone separate from the body. Similarly, as soul, as Atma, we are part of Krishna. We are part of God. We are meant to love and serve God. Right? Srila Prabhupada would quote the 4th canto verse which Narada quotes to Prachetas. Prabhupada would say, one day, Prabhupada says, all the parts of the body went on strike. Why? Because all the parts of the body realized we do all the hard job. The legs walk, the hands pick, the mouth, chews. One fellow in this whole system, that is the stomach, doesn't do anything but enjoys everything. The stomach gets everything but doesn't do any hard work. So all the parts of the body decided we are going on strike. We will not provide to the stomach. What do you think would have happened in a week's time? Everyone became weak. Right? In a week's time, all the parts became weak. Till what? The legs thought, I am going till the shop. Right? The hand said, I have the gulab jamun. And if something came to the mouth said, I am chewing. Yet, why am I not feeling happy? Why am I not getting energy? Every part realized we are not enjoyers. We are dependent enjoyers. Our enjoyment depends on the stomach's enjoyment. If the stomach enjoys, then all the parts of the body, they get enjoyment. We are secondary enjoyers. The primary enjoyer is the stomach. Similarly, in our relationship with God, who are we? We are secondary enjoyers. Because we are part of God, we are part and parcel of Krishna, we first give enjoyment to Krishna. And if Krishna is enjoyed, then we also can enjoy. Right? We also experience. In the 7th canto of Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj gives the example that, when you decorate the original, if you're sitting in front of the mirror, you decorate the original, the reflection also gets decorated. So who is original? Krishna. When we serve Krishna, the reflection, the Atma, right, the spirit soul will also find satisfaction and pleasure. But in our condition now, what has happened? We have gone exactly opposite. We are thinking, first I will enjoy, and then I'll give it to God if I have to. No, that's not how it will happen, right? Like yesterday I was mentioning, my parents would take me to buy clothes, and back in India, when I was growing up, we would have small clothes shops. Go to the shop, find your color, your size, and ask that guy to pack it. Take it. We simply would bring our clothes. One day, and what would my mother do? My mother would take the new clothes on the right festival day, right? My mother would put the clothes in front of the altar, put haldi kumkum on it, and then give it to me to wear. One day my mother took me to a big shop, right? A big cloth shop. And when I was checking on for clothes, the salesperson there said, you can try it. We have a change room here. You can try. And I picked up the cloth and I was going, I know, Mummy, why did you hit me? Why did you hit me? What wrong did I do? And my mother told me, is this how we buy clothes? What do we do? Whatever you like, you take. But then it has to be first offered to God. And then we accept. Then we wear it. Right? So, Prabhupada taught us, whatever you eat, first offer it to God. And then you accept it. What are we doing? We understand this whole, the process of Krishna consciousness is understanding everything belongs to God. If God is given enjoyment, then we can also enjoy. We are dependent enjoyers. Trying to enjoy separate from God, that's the reason I am in my condition now. Right? If everything belongs to God, I offer it to God. So in most traditions and religions, you will find God is presented as Father. Oh, the Almighty Lord, the Almighty Father. Oh, we are His sons. No? So if Father provides for children, right? So in our case, is God providing? Is God providing us? Yes. Without Krishna providing, we are not producing anything. Right? Like in ISKCON of Silicon Valley, most of you are maybe working in some software companies, right? You all work with software companies. After 1 month of your hard work, if I can call it hard work, of 1 month of hard work, whatever you have produced, eat. What did you produce? Chips. Chips. Okay, take NVIDIA chips. Anything else? Most of you, software with bugs. What should you eat? What should you eat? After 1 month of efforts, what did we produce? Did we produce grains? No. But we will say, no, we gave money to the farmer and farmer produced grains. No, go to the farmer. Because the farmer stays so close to nature, Prabhupada says Mother Nature and Father God. Prabhupada says, if God is Father, nature is Mother. Because the farmer works so close to the nature, the farmer will tell you, I see a miracle every year. I have a plot of land. On one side, I sow rice, wheat, a sour fruit, and a sweet fruit. I don't know, it's the same land, same water, same air, same sunlight. Sour fruit, sweet fruit, rice, and wheat, and one grain I put, one seed I put, and it turns into thousands. How does this miracle happen? The farmer will tell you, miracle of God. Right? So God is providing for all our needs. Isha Vasyam. Okay, I'll come to that. So now if God is Father, what kind of child should I be to God? We can be a grateful child, right? Or we could be a spoiled child of God. Right? A grateful child, oh, so much has been given to me. Let me be grateful. Let me be dutiful in my relationship with God. What is a spoiled child? Received much, but has no gratitude. I'll give you an example. Grateful child. One time when father, he called his daughter and said, take this money and go and buy a chocolate for yourself. The daughter went to the shop, confectionery shop, bought a chocolate, right? Cadbury's, right? Bought a chocolate, but then thought, what should I do? And the daughter came back home and said, Papa, you have it first. What do you think? And father had tears in his eyes. Why? Oh, nobody ever offered me a chocolate in this life. I was short of this one chocolate. I never got to enjoy chocolates. Why did father have tears in his eyes? What was father relishing? The love of his daughter. That kind of child we should want to become for God. In our relationship with God, we should try to become that kind of a grateful child. I have been given so much. Who is providing? Right? In our Radha Govinda Swami Maharaj, one of Prabhupada disciple, he says, Ajgar kare na chakari, panchi kare na kam, das maluka kahe gaye sabka data ram. right? Ajgar, the python, simply lies at one place, doesn't do anything, but still is plumpy, right? The python is getting its food. And Panchi, the birds, they don't go to any software companies. They don't go for a job. They simply are jumping around from one tree to another, flying around, enjoying, but they are also getting their food. The python is getting its food. The birds are getting their quota. This proverb is saying, to everyone, Lord Ram also only is feeding. It's only God who is feeding everyone. So when we are getting so much from God, we should ask, am I a grateful child to God? Or I said a spoiled child. I'll give you my one experience for this. One time I was on a flight, and one lady, she was traveling with her son, small kid. And this kid was only jumping around everywhere. At the airport, he was jumping around. By the time they took their seat, this very small kid jumping around. And now the air hostess is preparing the plane for the flight, and this boy started, hitting buttons. And again, air hostess is, disturbed. Why did you press the button? And the mother had to say, please, sorry, this kid doesn't listen to me. And this kid was jumping on his seat, and then the announcements happened. Right? We are about to fly. Please put on seat belts and everything. And the mother, she told the kid, "Chup, listen to me, sit peacefully now." Right? But once again, this boy jumped up, and the air hostess had to come. And she said, "See, it's risky for me also now. Even I am not supposed to move from my seat. Control your child." And by the time air hostess went back, this kid once again jumped. And the mother gave a slap. And the kid started crying. And everyone thought, now things will become normal. But by the time lights were switched off, one more slap. Patak. And this time mother started crying. Why? The kid slapped his mother. And now mother is crying, and air hostess came running up. Whom should I control now? Whom should I stop now? Whom should I help? Should we become that spoiled child for God? Should we have that kind of a relationship? Right? We have to ask, in our relationship with God, what do I want to do, and where do I begin? If I want to cover the distance from a spoiled child to a grateful child, Krishna says, no issues. Start reciprocating with me. So there's a very beautiful verse in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says, let us keep it very simple between two of us. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktah prayachati tad aham bhakti upaharitam ashnami prayatahatmanah. Krishna is saying, you can offer me a leaf, a fruit, a flower, and water. Begin it. Now one will say, it is available everywhere. Yes. Krishna, it's making it very simple for us. You want to improve upon your relationship with me? Begin here. Right? A leaf, a fruit, a flower, some water. But then Krishna says, I offer it to me with devotion. Right? Offer it to me, understanding, oh, God has only given it, and I am offering it back to God. Right? Like Tera Tujhko Arpan. It's yours. I'm simply offering it back to you. So Srila Vishwanath Thakur gives a very beautiful understanding for this verse. He says, Krishna has kept it very simple. You offer it back to Krishna, but Krishna is expecting only the simplicity of offering. Not very opulent. You don't have to do hard work to please God. Simple items, right? And, sometimes people say, okay, Krishna is asking this, then can I offer eggs and meat? So our Lokanath Swami Maharaj says, if eggs and meat were to be offered, then the verse will have to be changed. Andam, matanam, chickenam. He says, Krishna is not expecting that. Krishna could have said that also. Right? Krishna is not expecting, eggs or meat. Very simple offerings. Patram, pushpam, phalam, toyam. And Vishwanath Thakur says, these are available anywhere. No matter which part of the world you go to. One of the items also is available. It is not, Krishna is not saying and. Even one of it. The simplicity of it, the offering, anywhere it is available. But Krishna puts a condition. Devotion is more important than externals here. Right? If you want to mature in your relationship with God, what is the most important ingredient? That is devotion to Krishna. And Vishwanath Thakur says there is a catch. Why only these items are to be offered? Krishna is saying, Patram, Pushpam, Phalam, Toyam. Vishwanath Thakur says, generally these items get spoiled after a day. Next day, you will have to offer fresh. The flower will wilt. I don't know the flowers here do that or no. At least in India they do. It does happen with the flowers. They wilt here also. After 2-3 days. Here, Vishwanath Thakur says, in India the flower will wilt. By the evening, you have to take off the offering. Right? So flower-wise, Krishna is saying, Pushpam, next day you will have to come and offer once again. Right? Like, or somebody comes home and you tell that person, Kal ka pani hai. Nowadays we offer, mineral water bottle. I don't know when was it packed. But generally in India they say, basa pani bhi nahi dete. Kal ka pani nahi, fresh pani nikal ke do, fresh pani do. Right? So, patram, pushpam, phalam, fruit also, fresh fruit. So, Vishwanath Thakur is saying, because these things may get spoiled by the end of the day, Krishna is asking, make an offering every day. That's where devotion will come. Again and again coming and offering. Okay, so it's 5:20? No, 4:20. 4:20 now. I have another 25-30 minutes. Let us come to the topic where we will discuss 4 steps that we take towards Krishna. Right? When we take these 4 steps towards Krishna, our relationship will improve. And then 5th step Krishna takes towards us in that relationship. I take 4 steps and Krishna takes the 5th one. And the amazing thing is, Krishna's step is like a Vamandev step. If you may feel, oh, what my baby steps, 4 steps you are telling Prabhuji, take these 4 steps and then I'll become dear to Krishna. No, distance may be there between me and Krishna, but Krishna decides to take a step. Oh, Krishna can cover the distance very fast. First step that I can take towards Krishna is, whatever I have, whatever you possess, be responsible for it. Responsibly use it. Do not waste it. I'll give you examples. Prabhupada giving simple lessons, you see. Prabhupada was sitting at his table in Mayapur and Prabhupada called Harishori Prabhu. Ding, 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 ding. He rang the bell and Harishori Prabhu came in. And Prabhupada told him, there's a water tap which is leaking. Go and check. And he went the whole floor. All the taps he checked and none of the taps were leaking. And he came back and told Prabhupada, I didn't see any tap leaking. Prabhupada told him, sit here and wait for a minute and you will hear it. After a minute, tip. Could you hear? Yes, Prabhupada, go. Right? Now, close the tap. What is Prabhupada saying? Krishna's energy, don't waste it. You don't understand Krishna, forget it. Is it yours? If your consciousness is, it is mine. Agreed. Don't waste it. Become responsible. Prabhupada was in Vrindavan and the deity Darshan, Radha Shyam Sundar's Darshan opened. And Prabhupada took Darshan and after that Prabhupada would go and circumambulate the deities. One morning when devotees were following Prabhupada, Prabhupada stopped at a certain point and Prabhupada said, are you all blind? None of them could make out why did he say that. And Prabhupada continued walking. Again, the second time Prabhupada circumambulates, went around the deities, same spot Prabhupada stopped and said, are you all blind? Devotees don't know, why is he saying this, that are we blind? Why is he asking? And the third time when Prabhupada went, same spot Prabhupada stopped and said, it is 7:15 in the morning, why are the lights still on? Why are you wasting Krishna's energy? Forget Krishna. It is yours. Take it as yours. Become responsible, right? Like so many times, Indians, when they come to the Western countries, they find it so clean, so nice, everything is so spick and span, right? Narendra Modi back in India is trying, telling everyone, it is your country. The Prime Minister is saying, why don't you keep it clean? Why do you make it dirty? Right? So I was in Washington, D.C., and my sister, who happens to be a teacher there, she was telling me a few things, some glories and everything. We keep it clean. We keep our country very. I said, I want to check. So I was in a mall with her, and what did I do? I said, I'm going to sit here on the bench, and I had some paper with me. So I kind of crumpled one sheet, and I threw it to see what happens next. The first of the guy who came in on that path, he saw the paper, he picked it up and put it in the dustbin. And I was like, wow, in India they would not do it, for sure. In India, he may put few more papers there. Right? And then I felt maybe the first guy did it. Right? I crumpled another paper sheet and I threw it. Some kids came and they picked it up and threw it in the dustbin. And I said, this dustbin is the problem. Right? I hid the dustbin behind one bench. I hid it. And once again, I threw a sheet. I crumpled up some paper and threw it. The next person came. He saw it. He picked it up and kept it in his pocket and walked. And I was like, and I told my sister, this is very unique to me. This doesn't happen in India. Right? And my sister told me, I'm a teacher in the school. In the school, for the first 6 years of their schooling, education, we get a good American citizen out of them. We don't believe in marks and all here. We first make them a good citizen. Country is yours. Keep it nice, keep it good, keep it clean. If you understand it is yours, become responsible. Use it nicely. What is your problem? So the first step is responsibly use whatever you have. That's the first step I take towards Krishna. Let us go to the second step. The second step, Srila Prabhupada says in the Ishopanishad is, right, the first Upanishad out of the 108, Srila Prabhupada says, Isha Vasyam Idam Sarvam. At this step, the second step, I should come to the point of knowledge that everything belongs to God. In the first step, everything belonged to whom? Me. In the second step, everything belongs to God. I belong to God, right? So going deeper, it is said going deeper in the Sambandha Jnana. The knowledge, God is there, I am there, and everything belongs to God, everyone belongs to God. Everyone belongs to Krishna. I belong to Krishna. So, what happens at this stage? I'll give you one example. I'll give one analogy. One time there were few girls who would come at one of their friends' house in the balcony, in the patio. They would sit, right? And exactly at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, one old man would pass by from the street. And these girls wanted to have good time. Every day, 2 o'clock, this old man would come, and these girls would pass some comment on this old man. They would make fun of him. And they were very happy to see that, they passed some comment and, some joke happened and they could cut a humor. Every day, same thing would repeat. 2 o'clock, this old man would come and these girls would pass some comment and have fun. One day, all the girls came in. They were at the same spot. It was 2 o'clock. The old man came in and one girl said, "Oh, my father-in-law." And none of them dared to pass any comment today. Why? What changed? What changed? Sambandha. When it was not there, the relationship was not there, how were these girls behaving? But as soon as Sambandha got fixed, as soon as the relationship was there, now we are careful. Now these girls were careful. So, Prabhupada says, when we regularly read scriptures, when we hear from superiors, then our sambandha with Krishna, once again we come to Krishna. Generally we stand in front of the deities and we all think, hum aapke hai kaun? Hai kaun? Who are you and me? I just come here, I'll put my $1 or $10 and you just convert into 1,000 and millions. That's what is, you are my servant. Or generally people feel, who's God, who am I, what, I don't know, what's my sambandha. But when we study scriptures, when we hear from our gurus, then our sambandha gyan, we advance on it. So first step is, be responsible. Whatever you own, you have, learn to become responsible in using it. The second step, everything sambandha with God and everything belongs to God. Let's take the third step. The third step is, now that you've understood God, everything belongs to God, honestly try to use it in service of God. If everything belongs to God, right? Let's say, when we go to Haridwar and we take bath in Ganga, how do you worship Ganga? You take water from Ganga, Ganges water, and offer it back to Ganges. What can you offer to Mother Ganga? Right? Mother is giving everything to you. That's Ganga. We simply take water from Ganga and offer it back to Ganga. And in the third step, honestly utilize everything for Krishna's purpose. Whatever we have that belongs to Krishna, now I am honest enough to understand it should be offered back to Krishna. Right? So you'll find Narada's example comes here. Narad Muni, who is a very famous devotee of Lord, Narada, in the first step, Narada was a Gandharva, a heavenly singer, right? There in the heavens. And what was he doing? He had his own guitar. Main pagal hoon, main deewana hoon, right? He was going around like that. Oh, I am crazy, I am this and then what all they say. And in that jest, what did he do? He committed an offense, got cursed. And in the second life, he was born as a son of a lady in a village. Right? He was staying along with his mother, but in this birth, he got the association of the 4 sannyasis or 4 Bhakti Vedantas who came by. And then in their association, he advanced. In the third birth, he became Narada. And in this birth, what happens? Lord personally gives him one veena. Narada is famous to carry his veena. Narada Muni Bajaye Veena Radhika Ramana Name. Imagine the first life he had a guitar. What was going on? My guitar. I will do what I like to do. In the second life, Sambandha went deeper in one's relationship with God. And in the third life, what is Narada doing? With that veena, with that stringed instrument, he says, Devadattam imam veenam swara brahma vibhushitam murchaitva harikatha gayamanam charamyaham. Lord Krishna, he gave me this veena. Only thing that I do is his veena, I only sing his glories now. So we also, in the third step that we take towards God, whatever we have belongs to God. I honestly use it in the service of God, service of Krishna. The fourth step, I'll rush now. The fourth step that I need to take in the final step, Srila Prabhupada says, many times we may engage many things in service of Krishna, but we still keep something that is very unique to us. We are all are uniquely empowered in some way or other. We keep that for Maya. Prabhupada says, take it out and offer that also to Krishna. Right? We want to engage many things in service of Krishna, but something very unique to us, we want to hold on. Like Arjuna is meant to fight for Krishna. And Arjuna said, no, I will not fight. And Krishna said, no, this will not happen. I want you to offer your best to me. Don't keep it for Maya. Tasmat tvamuttishta yasho labhasva jitva shatrun bhunksha rajya samruddham Maye vaite nihita purvameva. Krishna is saying, Nimitta matra bhavasavyasachi. You become my nimitta, my representative in this world. Simply, you have to engage everything in the service of Krishna. But while you engage everything, don't hide something unique that you have. Something very special. Take it out and offer it back to Krishna. So Arjuna is Savyasachi, an expert warrior. Krishna is saying, I want this also for me. So in the fourth step that we want to take, if you want to become dear to Krishna, the fourth step is find your unique thing right? That unique empowerment that God has given to you. And if I cannot see, Guru can help us, right? Our teachers can help us, right? To find it and take it out and give it to Krishna. Otherwise, we are utilizing it for Maya's service for sure, right? Take it out and offer it to Krishna. So when we take these 4 steps towards Krishna to become dear to Krishna, then Krishna takes the 5th step. That's from his side. And Krishna's step is the Vamandev step. And we will be wondering, whoa, what happened? Let us see who can recollect the chemistry experiment that we would do in our schools, we were taught. There's a burette and there's a pipette, right? And white liquid is there. It's transparent liquid is there. And you have to pour the transparent liquid from the top to the bottom flask. And many times the kids, they want to see the color change to happen. And they're putting, nothing happened, nothing happened. And I'm recording. And suddenly everything in the flask below becomes blue. What was the experiment? Titration, right? These 2 chemicals, it feels like kuch ho hi nahi raha, nothing is happening. And a moment, everything goes color. Similarly, when we take the 4 steps, we may feel, anything is happening? Will I ever change? Will I ever become dear to Krishna? You take your 4 steps, and a sudden you will find, and Krishna takes the 5th step, and you become the chosen one. Right? So when Krishna takes that step, so they say that, when Krishna looks at us with a magnifying glass. You do a little, and Krishna's glass is a magnifying glass. You do a little, and Krishna says, oh, my devotee has done so much. So we may take our 4 baby steps, but for Krishna, oh, you have done so much for me, right? So Krishna is eager to have that relationship. That affair with Krishna is one-sided affair, and Krishna is looking for it, that you also take those steps. So when we take those 4 steps, the 5th step is taken by Krishna. And in Srila Prabhupada's life, I'll just finish with this. Our Srila Prabhupada fits all best examples his life fits in, right? Srila Prabhupada says, when I came to America, I should not have been successful. Everything, every rule in the book was against me. I was an old man. I didn't have money, right? I came begging in this country. I just had 40 rupees. Currency was 40 Indian rupees. I didn't know anybody. Prabhupada says I didn't know whether to turn left or right. He says, I started giving discourses in English, and my accent was so, I had such heavy Bengali accent that people would not understand many times. And Prabhupada said, and still I became successful. Why? Because Prabhupada very nicely took all these steps in this life. I want to do it for Krishna. Everything for Krishna. When everyone is telling Prabhupada, don't do it, you're old man, you'll die. Prabhupada is saying, no, whatever energy I am left with, whatever time I have with me, whatever intelligence I have, I want to offer it to Krishna. And Prabhupada offered everything, right? Everything that he had, Prabhupada offered it to Krishna. And then we see Prabhupada is amazed when he's talking to his disciples and saying, how did it all happen? Within 10 years, the movement spread around the world because Krishna chose. Krishna took that 5th step. Prabhupada is amazed. We know that Prabhupada appeared for spreading this Hare Krishna Mahamantra. He was the Senapati Bhakta. But in Prabhupada's life, we see diligently kept on trying. And then suddenly the titration, suddenly that effect happens. And something that bhutona bhavishyati, something that never happened in past, and something doubtful if it ever happen in future. Within 10 years span, if anybody will be able to achieve such a miracle of spreading dharma, Krishna consciousness in this way. So, by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, we also have his guidance. We also have his books. We have his example. What we need to do is, Srila Prabhupada has made this ISKCON where we can associate with devotees, where we can learn from devotees, And all of us also can learn how to take our baby steps towards Krishna and how to become dear to Krishna. भगवान को प्यारे होना है. We want to become dear to Krishna. Not in the sense of प्यारे हो जाना, right? In the sense that I want to become dear to Krishna. Thank you very much. श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की जय. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि. Any questions? Any comments? Is here. We can give the microphone to him. I was looking at him for a long time. I was thinking, when will I get a chance to hear from him? Please offer the mic to him. We would like to hear from you, bro. Please. You can share some reflection, some Prabhupada pastime, something, we'll be grateful to you.
You put me on the spot. Okay, let me see. A Prabhupada pastime. Srila Prabhupada, I might have said this here once before. He was in India. He had been here in America for 5 years. He had made some nice preaching. From 65 to 70 he was here, and then Krishna wanted him to go to India. And it's actually mentioned that he was having a conversation with Dwarkadis. And Dwarkadis just telling him, go to India. But I came here. No, it's okay, you go. Go to India, I'll take care of everything, don't worry. So, okay, Krishna. So he went. And there was he arranged that 30 devotees, senior devotees from around America, go also. So he was going to, this is transcendental kirtan, World Sankirtan Party. That was a World Sankirtan Party. So they were all there, and one of them was Giriraj Brahmachari, sannyasi now. But he was the only son of a very wealthy lawyer who became a judge later on. And his father was very upset that he was on the other side of the planet. So he decided to go to Bombay and try to get him to come back. So Giriraj Brahmachari got the information, picked him up at the airport. Immediately his mother was there as well. They're trying to convince him to go back to America. How could you be in this third world country? Come on, back to America. It's clean. Yeah? So he said, no, I want to stay here. So he said, well, maybe you can arrange a meeting with your guru. And he said, yes, I can arrange that. So Prabhupada was there with his parents, with Giriraj's parents, and Giriraj there, and his servant, Prabhupada's servant. So the father said to Prabhupada, this disciple you have, he's our only son. It's very difficult for us that he's here in India and we're in America, so can you ask him to go back? So Prabhupada asked Giriraj, do you want to go back to America? He said, no, Prabhupada, I want to stay here with you. And Prabhupada said to the parents, you don't want me to force him, do you? Because there's a saying here that a person forced against his will is of the same opinion still. So he understood. All right, he's going to stay. So Prabhupada then, he said to Giriraj, well, you take your parents to Nepal, Kathmandu. Spend some time with them. Spend a week. He said, okay, I can do that. So they were very happy with that. And then they came back to Bombay, and Giriraj wanted them to get some more association with Prabhupada. Just a moment's association with Prabhupada is amazing. Yeah. So Prabhupada spent about an hour with them. He didn't preach to them. He was just friendly, and sometimes preaching means knowing what to say and what not to say. So Prabhupada was just befriending them. And when they left, they were very happy. So the servant said to Prabhupada, Prabhupada, you amaze me. Everybody loves you so much. And Prabhupada said, that's because I love everyone so much. So that's why this movement spread all over the world in 10 years. Because he had so much compassion, so much love for everyone. This is a Vaishnava. Okay?
Okay. Can we send the mic over here? This side.
Hare Krishna Babuji. Thank you for your very nice, smooth presentation with practical examples. So I have a question regarding the first step you mentioned, that be responsible. Now we are in a place, Prabhu, this is like, driven by mood of passion and consumerism. Everywhere you go, the advertisement will say to buy things which you don't need. And that's actually a status
The
of
money
life.
that you don't have.
Yeah.
To impress people whom you do not know.
No, correct. It's just a cyclical effect.
Yeah.
So how, as a devotee, we can actually take some practical steps to not be entangled by that kind of mode of passion and be fixed in our devotional mode.
Okay. So because you're asking about the first step, see, just because everyone around is maybe sometimes misusing, wasting, abusing what Krishna has given, right? So whatever we have, we become responsible, means we understand that, so we don't waste things, we sometimes reuse, right? That's the culture that we come from India, so there's scarcity of things sometimes. So we tend to reuse things, right? Like, if you buy a cheap Chinese radio, and by the time you come home, you understand this doesn't work. After twice or thrice you have tried it, it plays and then it doesn't work. Indians will never throw it away, right? The back portion will become a bowl, right? The front side will come out, and then you'll sow some, seeds in it and some, things like that. And especially the antenna is of much use, right? So rather than wasting, our culture should be, you may have a lot of things, use and throw. But as devotees, we should not want to do that. At least as devotees, we become responsible. We take things that we need and we try to reuse things. Right? Becoming responsible there means, as devotees, we should at least understand it's Krishna's energy. I should not waste it. And my every action is a karma. And it comes back to me. Our Devamrit Swami Maharaj, in a beautiful lecture, he says, one time there was a boy who was sitting across on the banks of a lake, right? Peacefully sitting, very serene atmosphere, everything is calm, sweet, quiet. And suddenly this boy got a desire. Let me pick up a stone and throw it in the water. And Maharaj says, he threw the stone into the water, and the universe is not the same again. The universe is altered now completely. This one action will result into what all reactions, what all is going to come now. He says the universe is not the same now. The universe has got altered because you put your hands in and change something. Imagine putting a stone, if it can happen, a small stone, if the universe can get altered, if I waste, what should happen then, right? So, Srila Prabhupada is telling us, yes, every action will lead to reaction. That's karma. So, when I use things or when I waste, right, things, then it has to come back to me. Something, I'll give you one more example. See, my hand, I'm able to use it, right? But if my hand gets fractured for some reason, and I get a sling for, let's say, 2 months. Right? 2 months I have a sling, and I have not, and my hand I was supposed to hold my hand like this, and I could not use my hand. After 2 months, when the fracture is removed, you know what happens? I need to undergo physiotherapy to learn how to use this hand once again. Imagine, it's my hand. It was not used for 2 months. Physiotherapist tells me, move hand, do this, do that, and it takes once again to get back that my original hand and working hand. So when we do not use, then also it is taken away. Imagine when we abuse, what will happen? When it was with me and I don't use, proper use, I don't put it to proper use, it's taken away, that capacity. But when we abuse, all the more reactions will come. Okay?
Prabhu, just one reflection. So, what you actually mentioned at the end, if a devotee starts that first, then I think automatically it gets achieved the second, third, first step automatically. But if somebody starts from the first, my understanding it may not actually go to the stage of level 4. If I am wrong, you can actually give me example of.
Yes. See, what happens is, that is what you're talking about is sometimes called a sahajiya mentality, taking it very easy, right? Like Bhakti Thakur would say, they want a salary without work. Right? You pay the price for it. And what happens sometimes, like new people will come to temple and they say, garbage lying here and there, right? Devotees misbehaving with each other. They will say, if you are like this, then I don't want to become a devotee. But everyone, I am a devotee, but simple basic human, decencies. So if we don't begin from here, later when it's seen is, this is called a blot on our character. Right? So our practice, our dealings, our character. Oh, sannyasira alpa chidra sarva loka gaya, Mahaprabhu is saying. As a devotee, we may say, I have lived for 20 years in the moment. But people observe the basics are not right then. So we begin from basics, right, and then move on to devotion to Krishna. Okay? Yeah. Yes. We have 5 minutes more. 5? We go till 5 o'clock? Till 5. Okay. Yes.
Hare Krishna. Thank you for a wonderful lecture. My question was on the 5th step.
Krishna taking the step towards you. Your question on Krishna only.
So, to the extent we take those 4 steps, Jai Yatha Mam Prapadante Tam Tathaiva Vaja. Krishna also might be taking some steps.
Might be, he'll take.
He will take. But what happens is that it does not register.
It did not?
It does not register. So we can't recognize although Krishna is taking steps.
Mm-hmm.
So how to recognize that? Because if we miss that to see, we'll be on the blame game. Oh, I did so much, but nothing is happening.
So if Krishna is pleased with you and Krishna wants to offer the best that he has, you know what will he offer? Prabhupada says association of devotees. Do we see it like that? It is so rare. Oh, in the 11th canto, in Maharaj Nimi is saying, Durlabham Manusham Janma. Oh, this human birth is very rare. But he says even rarer than that is the association of devotees. Imagine. If human birth is rare for the Atma, for the soul, so many in human body. How many get association of devotees? Right? So many devotees in their reflections, they will remember, I did not come in search of Krishna. Some devotee came out of the way and gave me a book. That turned my life. So Krishna sent this devotee. The whole system is there behind, right? Just to deliver each soul. So when we go out for book distribution, you can imagine, you may be the catalyst for somebody turning to Krishna today. Right? So our expectation from Krishna is, oh, my hairs will stand on end, and tears will flow from. This will happen. Krishna will award this bhava. These great ecstatic symptoms also will appear. But before that, what will Krishna give? Krishna will give us association of devotees. Krishna will give us shelter of Guru. Krishna will give us service, right? The seva. These are Krishna's awards. Like if somebody is in army or Air Force or defense, right? They have a lot of badges here, you see. whichever, any country, army people, I don't know, not colorful badges, they don't buy it from market. They are actually available in the market, but you don't buy it from the market. They are awarded. Actually, bhava, emotion, is the award that Krishna will give. You cannot imitate them. This Krishna will award. But before that, these are the steps that Krishna will. These are the awards that Krishna will give. We'll get association of devotees. We'll get to chant Hare Krishna. The holy name is such a great reward from Krishna's side. Right? Okay, thank you. There's one question behind. Can you send the microphone over there?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for your wonderful 4 steps process. So I have a follow-up question what Kuradi Prabhu asked, like being responsible. So Prabhu asked mostly about the personal aspect of it. My question is about the service aspect. So when we are engaged in so many services, we sometimes waste the resource. At least I do that. I'm doing it for Krishna, so I should use best of the best resources. So where's the balance? Where do I strike the balance? Like while I'm thinking like that, I'm wasting the resources, or I am really thinking about Krishna, that Krishna wants to use the best of the best resources. That's why I'm doing that.
I didn't understand. Sorry.
So maybe let's say I'm engaged in some services and I'm maybe expanding temple's money and trying to buy some products. So how do I strike the balance? Like I have to get the premium quality because I'm offering it to Krishna?
So if you're doing it for the temple and you're doing it with temple money, ask the authority what is the budget for it.
I see.
Right? First of all, what's the budget for it? Right? Don't overspend and then say it was for Krishna. The authority for money is, where is money in the temple for it? So first of all, ask for the budget, and in that put the best, find the best quality there. Then don't be stingy. Minimum for Krishna. No. The best for Krishna. Okay. Right? So within the budget, being very practical, ask the authorities what is the budget for this seva and be within the budget. And if you feel something better can be offered, then put your own money. Nobody will mind.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, one last question we'll take here. Yes. Now she has 2 microphones. Wow.
Hare Krishna. So, number 1, I have a request because people were pouring in slowly. If you could repeat the first 4 steps in summary, that will help everybody. And number 2, like I grew up in India. So festivals, yes. Light up the temple, light up the house, Diwali, Durga Puja. Like we spend so much of electricity in the name of God. How right is that?
In the name of God, everything is good. No problem. Because it belongs to Him. Why should we not? Otherwise, we are selfish. We will use it for our purpose. Everything you can offer the whole world for Krishna. Meant for. Prabhupada was asked, why did Krishna make this world? Prabhupada said, for enjoyment, not yours, Krishna's. Everything is meant for Krishna's enjoyment. It's His creation. It's God's creation. My disease is that I want to use it for my purpose, for my enjoyment. I should want to offer everything back to Krishna. Right? And Prabhupada, Prabhupada said, there are some preachers, from India, they come and they say, oh, I don't touch money. If I touch money, my hands kind of get, no, I don't. I keep myself away. Prabhupada said, I'll spread my hands, click my photograph. I will take all the money that you can offer. Take my food and I will offer it back to Krishna. Everything is meant for Krishna. So sometimes, during Sharat Purnima, so many green leaves and, branches are cut and put. One time one devotee asked me, Prabhuji, no tree. Look at they cut the branches and everything. What is the problem? The life of the tree is successful. Got engaged in Krishna's service. Otherwise it was standing uselessly. What was it doing? But it got offered to Krishna. Right? Life has become glorious. Our body. We say it's our body. So I was mentioning, this body is compared to chandan. Sandalwood, right? The sandalwood is good if it, what do? You, you grind the sandalwood, right? And the fragrance comes from it. That fragrance and the paste, sandalwood paste, is offered to Krishna. Similarly, this body is like sandalwood. Use it, right? Paste it if you can. Grind it and use it for Krishna's service. Otherwise, if sandalwood is not used there, if the sandalwood just remains, it is not even useful for, your kitchen stove. If you want to, cook on firewood, sandalwood is useless there. And sandalwood cannot be used even for, burning a, dead body for a pyre. It simply remains lying. Got waste. Chandan was meant, sandalwood was meant to be grinded and then offered to Krishna. So everything belongs to Krishna. The whole world we can offer. No problem. If it's being offered to Krishna. But for myself, for selfish reasons, then it becomes a karma. Okay. So I'll repeat the 4 steps that I said. The first step that I take towards Krishna is becoming responsible in whatever I have. Right? I become responsible. I don't waste. Right? I become responsible. The second step was go deeper in our sambandha with Krishna. God is there, everything belongs to. In the first step, I was thinking it belongs to me. In the second step, I understand it belongs to God. In the third step, now if it belongs to God, I honestly use it in God's service. In the third step, I tried utilizing it in God's service, but there is something unique with us, some unique empowerment that God has given. Like Arjuna was empowered to be a warrior. He was not ready to fight Krishna, saying, no, fight for me, don't keep it for Maya. Use that fighting spirit for me. So in the fourth step, whatever we are endowed with, some special skills, we offer it to Krishna. And when we take these 4 steps, then Krishna takes the 5th step towards us. And then we become the chosen one. We become the one who is dear to Krishna. Like Kunti, we took the verse, Kunti is remembering Yasoda. Wow, what a devotee. So we can also aspire to become these devotees, but first we'll need to follow all these steps in our life. Thank you very much. The pujari is looking at me. I am ready. Don't try to be such a devotee that, of worship gets stopped because of you. I'm sorry for going beyond time. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Kanai Thakur Prabhu ki.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. It's an honor and privilege to have Kanai Thakur Prabhu at ISV. As always, we are very glad that you could be with us. Hare Krishna. I request all the devotees to be seated and just face towards the Lordships. So if you could please face towards the Lordships. And if you would like to offer a lamp, you can go outside near that $1 million wall, come through the French door, and come in the line. As you can see, the devotees here are already in the line. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Bhagavad, can you get the lights off? Thank you. Maybe get the kirtaniers, please. Harmonium, mridanga. Yeah, please. Thank you.
Prabhu, at least. Yeah.
जय श्री श्री राधा दामोदर भगवान की जय, राधा मदन मोहन जी की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की, हिज ग्रेस कन्हैया ठाकुर प्रभु की जय। नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम्। नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम् यशोदा भियोलुखलाभवमानं परं दृष्टमत्यन्ततो धृत्यगोप्या यशोदा भियोलुखलाभवमानं परामृष्टमत्यन्ततो धृत्यगोप्या रुदन्तमुहुर्नेत्रायुग्मं मृजन्ता परां भोजयुग्मेन सातकनेत्रम् रुदन्तं मुहुर्नेत्रं युग्मं मृजन्तं परां भोजयुग्मेन सातकनेत्रम् मुहुस्वासकम्पात्रिरेखाङ्ककण्ठा स्थितग्रीव दामोदर भक्तिभागी मुहुस्वासकम्पात्रिरेखाङ्ककण्ठ स्थितग्रीव दामोदर भक्तिभागी दृक्स्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे शोभोत्सवीमाजन्तमध्यापयन्तम् इति दृक्स्वलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे शोभोत्सने माजन्तमध्यापयन्तम् तदये सितगेषु भक्तिर्जिता त्वां पुनः प्रेमातस्तं सतावृत्ति वन्दे तदये सितगेषु भक्तिर्जिता त्वां प्रेमातस्तं सतावृत्ति वन्दे वरं देव मोक्षं न मोक्षं वदिन्वा निवृणेऽहं वरे सदति मोक्षं न मोक्षं वदिन्वा जाने वर्णेऽहं वरे सदपि इदं ते वपुर्नाथ गोपालबालम् सदा मे मनस्य अभिरस्तां किमन्ये इदं ते वपुर्नाथ गोपालबालम् सदा मे मनस्य अभिरस्तां किमन्ये इदं ते मुखाम्भोजमत्यन्तनीले तं कुण्ठलैस्निग्धरक्तैश्च गोप्या इदं ते मुखाम्भोजमत्यन्तनीले स्निग्धरक्तैश्च गोप्या मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बरक्ताधरण्ये नस्यभिरस्तामलं लक्ष्यलभे चुम्बितं बिम्बरक्ताधरं मे मनस्य विरस्तं अलं लक्ष्यलभे नमो देवो दामोदर अनन्त विष्णु सिद्ध प्रभो दुःख जलाभिमग्न नमो देवो दामोदर अनन्त विष्णु सिद्ध प्रभो दुःख जलाभिमग्न दृष्टिवृष्ट्यादिदिनं वतानो भाने समामज्ञमेर्यक्षिदृष्ट दृष्टिवृष्ट्यादिदिनं वतानो भाने आत्मजौ बद्धमभूत्वैव यद्वया मुचितो भक्ति भजो कृतौ च आत्मजो बद्धमभूत्वैव यद्वया मुचितो भक्ति bhaktim swakame prayacha moksha graho mesti damodare. Tatha prema bhaktim swakame prayacha moksha ho mesti damodare. Namaste stu damne spurabditi dhamne Tadiyodharayartha viswasya dhamne. Namaste stu damne spurabditi dhamne Tadiyodharayartha viswasya dhamne. Radhikayai Todiya Priyayai Monanta Leelaya Devaya Tubhyam. Namo Radhikayai Todiya Priyayai Monanta Leelaya Devaya Tubhyam. Namo Radhikayai Todiya Priyayai Namo Nanta Leelaya Devaya Tubhyam. Namami Swaram Satchidananda Rupam Rasakundalam Gokule Vrajamanam. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayo Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara, Radha Damodara, Radhe Radhe, Jayo Jayo Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madan Mohan, Radhe Radhe. Jayo Radha Syama Sundar, Radha Syama Sundar, Radha Syama Sundar, Radhe Radhe, Jayo Radha. Jayo Radha Syama Sundar, Radha Syama Sundar, Radhe Radhe, Jayo Jayo Krishna Balaram, Jayo Krishna Balaram, Jayo Krishna Balaram, Jayo Krishna Balaram, Jayo Jayo Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Jayo Radhe Shyam. Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Sri Prabhupada. Jai Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Hari Bol. जय श्री राधा दामोदर अष्टकम की जय, कार्तिक व्रत की जय, काय रूपमानंदे। नमस्ते नरसिंहाय, नमस्ते नरसिंहाय, हिरण्यकाशिपूर्वक्षः हिरण्यकाशिपूर्वक्षः नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहा यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहा यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहा नरसिंहा हृदये नरसिंहा नरसिंहा हृदये नरसिंहा नरसिंहमध्ये शरणं प्रपद्ये नरसिंहमध्ये शरणं प्रपद्ये कमलाभरे नाथ अद्भुत सिंहा ललिता हिरण्यकशिपु कनुभिन्ना केशवधूता हरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश जय जगदीश हरे जयो केशवधूता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जयो नरसिंहदेव जयो नरसिंहदेव नरसिंहदेव जयो नरसिंहदेव जय प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद लक्ष्मी भगवान की राधा मदन मोहन जी की जय श्रीमद महाप्रभु की प्रभुपाद की जय प्रेमानंदे हरे कृष्ण। announcements.
Oh. Can we get the lights on, please?
Lights? Got it? You got it?
Hare Krishna. Thank you for joining us on the first Sunday of the Kartik month. I hope you all enjoyed today evening, and offering the ghee lamp was a special experience for you. And this is going to be there for next 4 Sundays, so please don't miss out. Take wonderful opportunity and offer your wonderful ghee lamps to the Lordships from your heart. Thank you. Hare Krishna. We would like to thank Kanai Thakur Prabhu, who were today's speaker, and he has been visiting us from last couple years, so we were very glad to have him. Hare Krishna, and thank you to Prabhu. All right. So we have a few sponsors. We would like to actually invite Scott Prabhu in front. He is sponsoring for his son. And Mataji, you can also come. Please come. Can we get another microphone? So what's the occasion?
It's his 12th birthday.
That's beautiful. How does it feel to be 12?
Feels good.
Good. Do you like coming to the temple?
Yes.
What is your favorite thing to do?
See all the devotees happy chanting Krishna.
Oh, that is beautiful. Well, we are so glad that you're spending your 12th birthday with us. We feel really honored. So please keep coming us and be with us.
Yeah.
Mom, would you like to add anything?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
We're very...
So please give your blessing. How do you say your name?
Satiris.
Satiris. Please give your blessing to Satiris, and whenever you see him, please say hi when next Sunday or following Sunday. But make him so he make him feel special, okay? Hare Krishna. I don't have the sweets, but I do have it somewhere, and I'll get it to you. Okay. Oh, yes. Yes. Please pass it on. Thank you. Okay. And guess what? ISV is growing. We have Indu Shekhar and Pratibha. They got their little baby girl, Gaurangi. So Gaurangi was born on October 14th, and today the parents are sponsoring the feast in her honor to seek the blessings from all the Vaishnavas. So please bless little Gaurangi, and I don't know when we will get to see her, but whenever you see her, let her know that she's very, very welcome at ISV. So thank you, Pratibha and Indu Shekhar Prabhu, for sponsoring today's Sunday feast. Hare Krishna. And then we do have one more sponsor. He doesn't want to be announced the name, but he does have a friend, and he's asking, he's sponsoring for his friend, and he's asking all the devotees to pray for his friend Amanda. So please keep Amanda in your prayers. She is going through some challenges. So please, whenever you offer a lamp for her as well. So thank you very much for sponsoring today's feast. So we will have beautiful feast sitting out there, and it's a Kartik Vrat. So I know you probably want to take prasadam and get to bed early so you can be up for the morning sadhana. Do we know who is going to announce the cooks? Is it? Okay. Yes. Oh, I would like to thank Radha Vallabha Prabhu, my dear husband, for leading the Damodar Ashtakam and Narsingha Arati. Actually, it was Rati Prada's turn, but she passed the ball. Hopefully, we'll get to enjoy her as well. Thank you, Prabhu. I do also want to say it's a bittersweet, but our Raja, I'm not going to cry. She is heading back on Friday. Do you want to say anything, Raja? I think she had a good 3 months with us, though, or 2 months. Well, right, and hopefully next time when she's back with Vrindavan, Priya Prabhu, and Balaram. When does he turn 10? Yeah, Balaram, he's going to hit double digit. So his mom's going back for Balaram's birthday, but we'll definitely miss him. But I do want to say that we will definitely offer some special prayers for him on his birthday to the Lordships and mentally offer him a garland. All right. Anything else? Did we? Yes, come on, Suraj. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So the chefs that have prepared the wonderful feast for this Sunday are Ananda Mataji, Shyam Bhakta Prabhu, Shyama Karuna Mataji, Neha Mataji, Arushi Mataji, Meghavi Mataji, Malay Prabhu, Divyanand Prabhu, Gopi Priya Mataji, Tarini Mataji, Tapomai Prabhu, Shalini Mataji and her mom, and Vraj Prabhu.
Haribo. I can assure you, Suraj, I know you're probably tired from helping, but I know the feast is very, very delicious. So I hope you are all excited for it. And Suraj, maybe you should have prasadam next time so you can also tell everyone what is there for prasadam and what they should be drooling for. All right. Okay, now we'll go into the prasadam prayer. And Rati Prada, would you like to lead us into prasadam prayer? Or Prabhu?
Sharira Vindhyaja Govindrihadaheva Jive Pele Vishaya Shabore Karmane Jivayati Loho Maishurumati Take Jeta Krishna Varadaya Koli Vare Jivaja Saprasad Annadi Lohai Shayana Mritapao Radha Krishna Gunavao Prevedako Sri Chaitanya Nitai Prevedako Sri Chaitanya Nitai Mahaprasade Govinde Nama Brahmani Vaishnava Sarva Punya Vatam Rajan Prasade Sarva Dukhanam Hariya Shopajayate Prashanna Cheta Sadhyasu Buddhikaya Vadishtate Tvayopam Prashankanta Vasulam Karachachita Uchishta Bhojina Dasha